because I've been there and how we write it in an official way. When you put my name in the front, if my name is not there, if you put my name on a document, I must be aware of it. That's the first part of it. The second part of it, yeah, it has Major General Khan and Brigadier Ngube on it. So what I'm saying is what I'm seeing that is wrong with this thing, with this letter. And I'm saying, this is Brigadier Ngube, she did this letter, but you put General Khan's name here on the top, who's the senior officer that should have signed off at the bottom. That's what I'm saying. But if his name was not there at all, then he doesn't know, then he's got no business on this letter because she's writing it, she's the inquiries, and she's putting her title at the bottom. That's the message I'm trying to get over.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner. Thanks, Colonel. So by the time we get to paragraph 5 of General Khan's statement, the issue about which you approached him is dealt with. However he deals with it, wrong or right. That would be the end of what you required him for, because you said you approached him regarding this particular letter, correct?
It was for the letter and to interview him with regards to the technical support post, because he has been there in crime intelligence and was there at that time.
What about the post? Did you think he could add?
It's his knowledge and experience in the post as laid out in the affidavit obtained from him. But before we move over onto this and move away from the relevance of the letter, the relevance of this letter is this, that it says that this is the confirmation letter is to officially state that on the 25th of July, the applicant, Ms. D. Mokwele, submitted an online application in the South African Police e-vetting system for top security clearance with reference that and that. This letter is incorrect. She could not submit an application on the e-vetting system because you have to have a force number. So that's the relevance.
Now, if I may stop you, I don't take issue with that.
No problem.
That's his view as he has expressed it, right?
Yes.
But I'm saying your engagement regarding the letter ends at this paragraph. He's given you an answer and his views on the letter.
Okay.
So that was the one fact you wanted to establish with him. What was the other fact, if any? You keep referencing other fact that you needed to establish with General Khan. What fact is that?
It's as indicated on my paragraph 6 moving down.
It's not yours, it's General Khan's paragraph 6.
I think it's because they are the same.
Exactly, because you copied from General Khan's affidavit.
It's exactly what you have in your affidavit that you say it's your.
Yes, it's General Khan's statement. Chair, Commissioners, it's that time of the day.
Yes.
It's been a marathon.
Okay, now this is the second half of the General Khan's affidavit. You confirm that from paragraph 6, he's now dealing with the issue you raised in your affidavit when you sought the arrest warrant, to the effect that this is a very critical covert crime intelligence at the second line of paragraph 6. He notes, I also cannot understand why Khumalo invited Major General Gabela to form part of this interviewing panel as I was available.
Exactly.
Of what relevance is that to your investigation?
Excuse me?
Of what relevance is that to your investigation?
It's his affidavit, which he spoke about during the course of the interview.
Say that again, please.
It's his affidavit.
Yes.
That
I'm interested to find out what question had you posed to receive that answer from him? Or what was he just, did he just volunteer the information?
It was a flow.
Okay.
It came in the flow.
All right.
Yes.
We realize here his unhappiness over about General Khumalo choosing Major General Gabela over him. He continues.
Before you continue, can I, because of the similarities, nearly word for word of this paragraph 6 and the next ones that Ms. Silva is going to be discussing with you, did you base your affidavit on General Khan's statement? This affidavit, where you make allegations about TSS being a very critical covert crime intelligence operational post. You've said exactly that. I also cannot understand why Khumalo invited Gabela and so on. I just want to know who of the two of you is the original source of that kind of complaint? Because it's exactly the same that you've got. Did you take it from his affidavit into your affidavit, in which case it is his complaint about this, not yours, or did he copy your affidavit?
Thank you, Chair, Commissioners. It's part of mine because I know the environment, I worked with it, I know the technical support unit post, and I'm acquainted with the environment. So it's part mine. So with regards to General Khan and his affidavit, it's a flow from his. It's not that it's like I did not know about it and then now he's telling me I'm getting to know it. I'm already know about it. And he's just talking about it and it's a flow in it. So that's the explanation there.
The reason I ask is, for example, in an earlier discussion, we agreed that there's nothing wrong, at least according to policies and prescripts, in having brought in somebody from outside, crime intelligence. That's accused number 5, right? Yes. We've agreed it's not precluded by the policies. And yet in paragraph 6, General Khan says, I also cannot understand why Khumalo invited Major General Gabela to form part of the interviewing panel as I was available. He says that. You say exactly the same thing in your affidavit. So I'm asking, do you say it in your affidavit because that's what Khan complained about, General Khan? Complained Khumalo invited Major General Gabela to form part of the interviewing panel as I was available. He says that. You say exactly the same thing in your affidavit. So I'm asking, do you say it in your affidavit because that's what Khan complained about, General Khan complained about it, and that's why it's reflected in pretty much the same terms in your affidavit? Or did he look at your affidavit and then included it in his affidavit?
No, he had no insight. Sorry, Commissioner, carry on.
Yeah, no, sure, you can.
Thank you, Chair. Thank you, Commissioners. No, he had no insight into my affidavit. Like I said, I've already known about the post.
But you had insight into his, I assume. I mean, you had already taken his statement by the time you were applying for a warrant?
My affidavit was taken, my anchor affidavit was taken during that time. But also, I think it was just when I did the arrest warrant, in the arrest warrant affidavit when it was in there. But he did not have insight into it. I think Major General Khan was the only general at that time at Crime Intelligence beside General Khumalo. I think, if I'm not mistaken, the other general that was available was not there. He was suspended, or I'm not sure. But there were just the 2 generals there. So that's why it comes up as that General Khan at head office and the provincial heads. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you, Mr.
Can we do this, Colonel? Let's just put this idea to bed that the requirements of the job were somehow fashioned to favor a candidate. Those requirements have always been like that. 3 years prior, if you go to the 2022 advert on page 470 of file 2, they're identical. So it's not something new that was fraudulently introduced in 2024. If you go to 470 of file 2, you will see that it was always the case that they wanted somebody with LLB, somebody with public administration, somebody with 3-year degree. Are you there?
Yes, I'm with you.
Yeah. So the idea that they don't know why it should have gone outside, why it was done so in 2024, but even the approved posts in 2022, if you look at the date, April 2022, on page 470, it's exactly that.
Chair, yes, 2022, 2023, when you look, Chair, what I want to point out, when we requested for the documents on the advertisements, these earlier ones, we did not get it. They didn't put it in the bundle.
Now that you've seen them.
Now that I've seen them, when you look at 2022, 2023, and 2024, the requirements are the same.
They were still the same over 3 years.
Still the same. Just that the first 2 were internal and the last one was external.
Maybe something else to put to bed arising from this discussion with Commissioner Kumalo is that Van Vieren that you say has 40 years experience and could not have not qualified for this position was in fact overlooked, was not shortlisted in a previous round which included General Khan. Because remember, General Khan was part of the panel previously.
Yes, I just
so
have
he
to just
didn't make the
check
shortlist.
I just have to check whether he was part of the panel. I'm not sure. I didn't check on
I
that.
think he was. I can be corrected if I'm wrong, but my recollection of that panel is he was there. But the important point that I'm making about it is the very person that you say has 40 years experience and in fact is most suitable for that, would have been the most suitable for that position, in fact was not even shortlisted in a previous round, which comprised crime intelligence people.
Yes,
Thank you.
acknowledged.
So remember, we're still dealing with General Khan's affidavit where he says, this is a specialized, this is internal, this is this. And I'm pointing out to you that even 2-3 years prior, lawyers were invited to apply. People in public administration were invited to apply.
Yes.
People who were electrical and mechanical engineers were invited to apply. So it's not something new that is introduced in late 2024 to favor a particular individual. Even in prior years when she was not even in the picture, those were the requirements for the job. They did not change to favor her.
Those were the requirements on the 22, 23, and 24.
Exactly.
Yes, Commissioner.
Thank you, Commissioners. Just, Commissioner Baloyi, you are correct. In the 2023 panel, General Khan was a member. I put it up, it's there. So,
Thank you.
thank you. Let's continue to his paragraph 7. He says, I have viewed the file regarding Mukwele's appointment, and what is evident from the file is that Kumalo, Madondo, Likalakala, and Gabela unduly favored Mukwele above experienced colonels within the immediate environment who met all the requirements during the panel sittings. Do you see that?
Yes.
Now, my first question is, he says, I have viewed the file regarding Mukwele's appointment. Did you provide him with that? Did you provide General Khan with the file regarding Mukwele's appointment?
During the course of the interview, I had the file in front of me.
So that's the one he viewed?
Yes.
So you did provide.
So you provided him with that file?
No, he was not provided the file. It was during the course of the interview.
No, Colonel. No, come on.
Colonel, for him to view the file, you must give it to him. If you are interviewing him and it's with you, he can't view it. So you must have given it to him to view it for him to form that view in that paragraph.
Yes, sir. During the course of the interview.
Was that we are seeking to obtain a statement from a witness? Is it proper to give him that file for him to prepare a witness statement in circumstances where you intend to proffer criminal charges against senior members of crime intelligence? Do you consider that appropriate to do?
Counsel, Commissioner, Chair, during the course of the interview, whilst I was busy with it, I had the file open and I was going through the file during the course
Colonel,
of the interview.
it's-
Yes, I acknowledge what you are saying, that is it proper
Yes.
for him to view the file?
No. You just conceded to the commissioners that, yes, actually you gave him the file. So you gave him access and permission to view that file. So we are past that now. I'm
Yes.
asking as to the propriety of that decision and conduct on your part. Do you consider that proper? In circumstances where you are seeking him to provide you with a witness statement for potential criminal charges to be brought against senior members within the institution you're investigating. It's either you consider it proper or it's not proper. There's nothing to debate. If you're happy with it, I'll move on.
Chair, Commissioner, at that moment in time, I did not consider that.
You did not?
I did not consider that.
In
during that
okay,
time.
now that we are here, in retrospect, do you think it was proper for you to have done that?
No, I don't think it was. I mean, I'm sitting there and I'm interviewing him and I'm listening to him and taking an affidavit and then referring to the file. So I cannot see the reason why you say that I would have done something wrong by showing him the file.
Because you are influencing the content of his witness statement. So he's no longer deposing to an affidavit on facts he knows something about. You are feeding him the information and thereby influencing what goes into his witness statement. That is the problem. Did you ever give any other witness this file to say, these are the contents of the file, now go give me a witness statement? Have you done that in this investigation?
That is noted, counsel.
Okay.
But at that moment in time, taking the affidavit and the process of interviewing him, it's a referral to the file. But as you put it, I did not see it like that at that time. Is my witness there, not putting words in his mouth, and saying, listen, look at this, look at this, look at this. I'm busy interviewing him, referring to a file, and going on with it. It's at that matter in time, Chair, Commissioners. Thank you.
My comment to you that it's highly improper. You are affecting the objective quality and the probative value of that witness statement because you have as an investigator, you have influenced the content of that statement. That witness is no longer talking the absolute truth from the basis of what they know. It's what they know embellished by what you have told them. And I say that is improper. Do you have a comment to that?
Noted.
Oh, yeah. Okay, noted. Now, if we move on at paragraph 9. Paragraph 9 and 10, he concludes, if I was consulted prior to the post being advertised externally, I would have advised Khumalo against doing so because the post is very specialized and operates in secret within the operational covert crime intelligence policing environment. At 10, I believe that Khumalo did not nominate me to form part of this interview panel, as I would have opted to appoint a more competent and experienced senior officer from within the crime intelligence environment. We know that he was a member of the panel in 2023. He failed to achieve precisely what he sets out in paragraph 10 from officers within the crime intelligence environment. He failed. He was a part of that panel. And in 2024, miraculously, he would have found one.
Yes.
So what is the value of this statement to the criminal case that you are trying to investigate, if not a gripe session by General Khan that he happened not to be a part of an interview panel that appointed Mrs. Mukwele in circumstances where neither the policy, prescripts, constitution, or any religious belief entitle him to be appointed to this panel? What value is that to your investigation?
This is his affidavit that in the interview, this is his affidavit, and that's what I can say for you.
Yes.
Chair.
Now, you remember we discussed the letter that he commented on, and in fact, you go further in your affidavit in the arrest warrant, you deal with the issue of vetting. 2379, we're at the tail end. Page 2379, it's file what? File 6.
We are at the tail end of the file or the tail end of today's session.
Of today's session, Commissioner.
I've got it. Is this it? 2379, I got it.
That's still your affidavit that we had looked at.